Hi, we're Antonia and Richard. Welcome to Ant and Dick's Excellent Adventure.
Morning everybody! That sounded much more live than I really am. After people slamming car doors up us through this morning.
They were indeed.
On the campsite. Such are the joys of camping in August. When all the idiots come out. Anyway. We are hopefully on our way to a German blockhouse this morning. Just let me show you this.
French one.
Sorry, French. I know, I told you, didn't I? A French blockhouse this morning, the Maginot line. But we just thought we'd show you. You can tell you're getting close to the border with Germany by the style of houses. All the woodwork on the houses.
Turn left onto Rue du Dr. Michel Deutsch, D264.
Quiet, Sarah, I'm talking.
Look, French person. You just don't see anybody in the villages. It's really odd.
But it has got this real kind of German feel to it, isn't it?
Oh, we call it a bit bordery.
Bordering on something. Right, hopefully this blockhouse will be open because we've got contradicting information.
Yes.
From the book that we've got and the website. So we shall see in a minute.
So we've just passed, oh yeah, nice track. We've just passed the village of Shoenenbourg.
There's a thing, look.
What's that?
Something.
Watchtower.
So, oh, some wood. There's a thing.
In 200 meters, your destination will be on the right.
So this blockhouse, Block 8, is the men's entrance.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. Was destroyed totally by the German army in 1945 and then rebuilt between 1950 and 55 with new plans and new architecture.
I think they've done a wonderful job with the architecture, don't you, darling? It's very World War II.
Yes.
And look, steps to go down. Oh, not very far though. Obviously, excuse the top of Ant's head. Gun emplacement there. Another one there. You notice how they're notice how the two gun emplacements are situated so that they basically cover the crossfire on the road in and the woods in. This isn't actually what we came to see. This is a sideline. So it's as far as we can go. Yep. So, what does that tell you, Ant? Come on.
What does it tell me?
Yeah, the men's entrance is down the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Are you allowed to say that?
Well,
too late. What's up here? The answer is not a lot, apart from lots of concrete. I wonder what these were. Two of them. Ant gazing into the men's entrance.
Attention, alarm.
Yeah, I saw that. So as I said in the previous video, with much persuasion, Ant is gonna do the history bit. Go, Ant.
Yeah,
Now.
this isn't the History Channel.
No, we're not a History Channel. We're just two people having a crack and a laugh. To be honest, if you want to know lots more, there's always Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But we'll give you a little insight.
Yeah.
Go.
So, the Maginot Line. It's quite intriguing, especially as we haven't managed to see very much of it, but we are at the easternmost fort. So hopefully we'll be able to get inside and show you a bit more. But gleaning information, because I really didn't know very much about the Maginot Line at all. It was built in the 30s, not as we first thought, prior to the First World War. So it was built between 29 and 45, so 38, and built by the French, largely a series of fortifications, like we're going to see, and obstacles to deter the Nazis, basically.
From a second invasion.
From a second invasion, yes. So we thought the thought was there, obviously, after the First World War. It was originally supposed to be extended. So we're in the sort of top eastern corner of France, on the border with Germany. It was supposed to go right up the northern coast to the Channel, essentially. The English Channel. But the Belgians had something to say about that, and they demanded that the whole project was scaled back, which eventually it was. So then the Germans just invaded through the Low Countries, like Belgium and Holland. So
they walked around it, basically.
They walked around it, yeah. So essentially it did its job in this area.
Yeah.
It didn't actually fulfil the purpose. And so it's largely viewed as a metaphor for don't spend lots of money giving a false sense of security, because your assailant will likely just find another way in, should they wish to do so. But anyway, fascinating. It was, yeah, that's probably about it. That's it for now.
Well, thank you very much, Anne. So we shall wander on.
Thank you very much.
Just a couple hundred metres up through this path here is the main event. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how much we're going to film. Obviously we don't like filming other people, as you know. I think it's rude. So we'll see how we go.
Fort de Shoenenbourg.
Yep. €10 each. Bargain. Follow the numbers, the man said.
Chargeur, ventilation en route, dès que prêt, feu!
We're doing the stairs, are we, Ant?
Hey?
We're going down.
We're going down.
So I don't know how many flights of steps that was we came down, but it was a lot. We are a long way underground, several stories underground. I might need one of those, you can push me around. Oh, what a beautiful temperature after that heat. The man said to us, oh, have you got a jacket? We said no. He said, I can lend you a blanket. Yeah, you'll be fine. We're from England. I hope you can hear me above the air conditioning, but there's a spotlight up there and a machine gun port. So there's defences at every point. even covering back down that corridor. Interesting. It is huge. We're only just at 0.2 of 10. The train here, running on the rails in the ground, with carriages. I don't know how well you can see that through the mesh there, but a little cobbler's shop there, sorting boots out. Now the place is obviously so self-contained.
Yeah.
Clever. The officers' quarters. A couple of very uncomfortable looking beds there. Presumably they'd be lockers for clothes, desk. The infantry command post on a central table, look, and smaller desks around the outside. No doubt all sorts of information on. Well, that would have been some kind of telephone communication point or something, do you think? Maybe? Well, it looks as though somebody sat at each of one of these desks,
Yeah.
covering a certain area, look,
Yeah.
on that map. So perhaps they'd have been in touch with the observers outside. Would seem to be logical.
Yeah.
It's a long way, isn't it, Anne? If you're, it's fantastic, and a bargain for €10 each, but it is a long way. Be prepared. We've come to a fork, quite literally. This way, I think, then. You're the navigator, I'm only following you.
I'm following the arrows.
Ah. It is very, very well signposted.
Yeah. It is.
Another long passage, darling.
Looking through the street.
Yeah, aren't we just?
30 metres underground we are.
Are we? Is that all? You didn't have to tell me that, did you? Thanks.
No, it made me feel so much.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say that. You knew that. And there's massive, great blast doors, I suppose you'd call them. Two of them here, look, almost like an airlock. Sleeping for the ordinary troops, one assumes. Rack of rifles there. Gas mask cases, helmets. 8 troops in there, looks like 8 beds anyway. Mess tins up there on the shelf. Oh, Ant's given in, look. You said it was lovely and cool down here.
Oh, it's just like being in England again.
Let's hope not. So it looks as though this would have been the lift for the ammunition going up to the guns. And there's some unfortunate soul down in the corner there. He's obviously been left here since World War II. A bit dark in there, I don't know if that'll show up. There's weapon storage, there's some shells, artillery shells, racks and racks and racks of them. Masses of empty shell casings there. So what do we think of that then, Ant?
I thought that was absolutely fascinating.
It was, wasn't it?
Really was.
Do be prepared. You know, it was a kilometre walk back in the tunnels from the furthest point, so we probably walked about, we didn't do every single thing because always time is against us, but we probably walked 2.5 kilometres.
I would guess so.
Kilometre each way plus the sideline bits, yeah. So 2.5 kilometres we walked, and it's not for everybody. I mean, we both suffer from vertigo slightly, and coming back down the tunnel because there was nothing to focus on other than all you could see was the tunnel disappear into nothing with rows of lights. We both started to get quite bad vertigo.
Mess with your head just a little bit.
Yeah, walking back down the tunnel there, so bear that in mind. But very interesting, well worth a visit.
Yeah, definitely.
The heat hits you as you come back out the entrance, that's for sure. But where we've come to now, I'm going to turn you around, is a kilometre away from where we were. The entrance to the fort are the actual gun emplacements, or some of the gun emplacements actually set in the hills just over here. So we're going to wander up there quickly and I'll show you. There's a gun emplacement there, and a whole series of these little casements, I think they call them.
Yeah, casement. Yeah, yeah, casements, encasements.
Yeah. So, quite strange to imagine that just now we were underneath here, about 30 metres down.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's what it said.
Yeah.
I thought it was just really well done.
Yeah.
As you say, it's not for everyone.
So these obviously ordinary turrets with gun ports in them. And then you've got this one over here, which is the more interesting one, which could be wound up and down. Obviously that's in a closed position at the moment, and that could be wound up slightly so you could then fire out from underneath it. Clever stuff. And so there's another one over there, the same. And another one down there somewhere. Interesting stuff, ain't it? Anyway, we're going to get out of this sun because it is scorcho. Fun fact from Ant.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot. So the Maginot line was named after André Maginot, who was the French Minister of War at the time, so the early 1930s, I guess. So that's where, I don't know whether he had the idea or whether it came from a cabinet meeting or who knows.
So that's who it's named after.
So that's where it comes from.
So that kind of, unless we trip over anything really interesting, that kind of concludes the Maginot line thing. We didn't see as much as we'd like to.
I know. Third time lucky though.
Be warned, if you come and try and do this, you need to plan, I mean really plan in advance, because so many of the places are only open odd days a month.
Alternate Sundays
and all sorts of stuff. Anyway,
Aside from that.
Speaking of the war,
Yeah.
where are we off to now?
Yes.
Speaking of the war, we're off to
Germany.
Deutschland. Is our next stop to see what Ant's got in store for me tonight. I meant the accommodation. Don't be rude, alright? See you soon.
You're such a hoot. See you soon.
It's not what you normally call me.
No, this is a new crossing.
Yeah. It's like a coat of paint, really, isn't it? No. Pretty big barge.
I don't know, I don't know if you can see that.
There's a little breeze, only 7.5 tonne. Got his vehicle away. Another barge. I'll not see that on the camera. You might ugly mug out of the way. Come on. And that was
that.
Deutschland! Good evening, so here's tonight's little gem. We are in a pod, barrel, whatever you want to call it, and it's found for us in Germany. You've seen them before. It's baking hot in here because the sun's been on it all day, obviously. But someone asleep, there's a little table there, the storage, stuff like that. I think it does convert into full berth if you really want to. But they're great, and you still use your own pillows and sleeping bags, or just a sheet as it happens because it's that hot. It saves setting the tent up, doesn't it? So that is tonight's accommodation on a nice little campsite. And doing her thing after navigation. She then becomes the catering department.
The navigation department and then the catering department. Yeah.
So there she is.
What time is it, Dick?
I'm just going to tell the lovely people about our day, I think.
Yeah.
So we often say when we're videoing stuff and that, people have no idea, and the truth is you don't have any idea until you actually try and do travelling and YouTube together. I'm just going to tell you, this is not a moan, because we wouldn't do it if we didn't enjoy it, but you've got to want to do it. Believe me, if ever you're thinking about doing this, you've really got to want to do it. I'm just going to tell you about today. So today, last night was Wednesday night, and we camped, and we had about 4 hours sleep because somebody on the campsite was up talking all night and slamming cars' doors, and that finished about 3:30 this morning. By 8 we were up this morning, wash, shave, and had a shower because she's the posher one, obviously. I just had a wash and a shave, you know it is. Breakfast, all that, take the tent down, clear all the kit away, drive, go and do the underground bunker, the kilometre underground. So we walked about, probably in the end about 3 kilometres I should think, by the time we'd been underground, and then we'd walk to the overground bit as well, which is also in the video if you've seen that. So then we got back in the car. This is lunchtime, it's baking hot, absolutely baking hot. Got back in the car, drove again, went to Lidl's, did some shopping, got back in the car, drove again, arrived where we are now with the barrel. Lovely, all very nice, baking hot, sweat's pouring off you, So having got ourselves organised and got some stuff in the pod ready for later on, then sit down for an hour and something and start editing a video, or finish editing a video. The only Wi-Fi here that's any good is sat right next to the reception office, so that's where we both are, finishing off editing the video. There's now not enough battery in the laptop in my Chromebook to produce the video, sorry, lost the plot there, to produce the video through Power Director, which is what we use. So come back for a quarter of an hour to the pod to plug the Chromebook in to charge it up enough. I then go back and sit down by reception again, because it's the only place the Wi-Fi is good enough to produce this video, and I sit there for about an hour and a quarter twiddling my thumbs basically whilst this video is producing. So it's now just gone 8 o'clock, my first beer of the day, and as I've just shown, it's just about to cook dinner, so it'll be, I don't know, how long is dinner going to be?
Probably about 20 minutes.
So it'll be best part of 8:30 by the time we actually sit down, have a beer properly, and some dinner. So regardless of the amount of sleep last night, that's still a 12-hour day, and that's what it's actually like doing this. And I think so many people don't realise, and we didn't either. And of course, yes, again, I'm going to say that this is not a whinge and a moan, we enjoy it, but it's interesting when you start working it all out, because we didn't know. And you've got to want to do it. It's as simple as that. Anyway, there you go. I just thought that might interest somebody, maybe, who knows.
So good morning everyone. Now that Dick has finished having a bit of a moan, just wanted to say thanks ever so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Just to finish though, that he is right, it is actually on some days really hard work, but we love it. Bye bye.